Then I moved away from where I lived, and I bought a big house up in this place called Kelowna. I bought like a nice house with a guest house and a pool and shit. I moved up there basically just to get away from all my family and friends, because I knew that if I moved farther away, and this town is like a lake resort. It's like a dope place to go in the summer and stuff, but a lot of people do drugs up there. So I know I could go up there. It's like a slower paced sort of city. There's only a couple 100,000 people, and I could, just indulge in my drug addiction. No one was gonna bug me about it. And eventually I got to a point in my addiction for the last year and a half that I was doing 20 80 milligram Oxycontins a day. Dude, I was doing 20 80s. And rest in peace to the people that have died. I thank God that I'm still alive. But in a drug addiction, like anything else, when you start drinking for the first time or whatever, you can get drunk off a 6-pack or 4 beers or 5 beers. But eventually, if you drink all the time, you're going to get to the point where it takes you 18 beers to get drunk. Or same with hard liquor. You might start off with drinking half a Mickey and be cool for the night, but if you keep drinking and drinking and drinking, eventually it's going to take you a 26er to get drunk. You know what I mean? It's the same with smoking weed. You build your tolerance up with the drug addiction. So for those people, yeah, I started taking a couple perks, but after a 4-year period, I happened to have a very high tolerance for opiates, and I was taking 20 80s a day. I would take, as soon as I woke up, I would take 4 80s. I'd smoke 4 or 5 cigarettes and drink a coffee. I'd take a couple more 80s. I'd still be lying on the couch because I slept on my couch. I didn't sleep on my bed. I basically lived in my theater room for the last 2 years. I'd be watching a movie, and I'd pop one more 80, and then I'd get up and start my so-called day. So it took me 7 80s just to get up off my couch in about an hour and a half period before I'd even start my day. Anyway, so because I'd buy them in bulk, I'd spend like 6-7 grand at a time. I'd get them for like 20 25 bucks. So that's real talk. I went to a rehab center in Anaheim. They were real good people. I spent like 20 days there. And when I walked in there, I was 35 pounds overweight, and some of the people were fans of my music, so they knew who I was. They had never had anyone in their whole rehab center in history ever doing as many painkillers as I was doing. They said I should definitely be dead. There's no fucking way I should be alive. I'm super lucky to be alive.